The system you live in was never accidental. From the coins in your pocket to the digital numbers in your bank account, every part of the modern money system was designed, crafted, refined, and perfected to create dependency. It's subtle, invisible, and pervasive. You may not notice it, but it affects every decision you make, every opportunity you chase, and every dollar you earn. Throughout history, powerful institutions understood one fundamental truth: control money, and you control people. Empires built their wealth not only through conquest, but by creating systems that ensured ordinary citizens relied on centralized authority for survival. Loans, interest, currency, taxation, these were never neutral tools. They were mechanisms to bind, influence, and guide behavior, often in ways people didn't realize. Even today, the modern financial system continues this legacy. Credit, debt, and monetary policy aren't just economic concepts, they are levers of dependency. Banks lend money, but the interest ensures the borrower remains tied. Governments print currency, but the purchasing power of the many is subtly eroded. The illusion of choice exists, yet the underlying system nudges behavior in ways that preserve control for the few at the top. Look around. Most people work tirelessly, save cautiously, and spend strategically, yet wealth remains concentrated elsewhere. Scarcity feels natural, and abundance seems out of reach. But that's the point. The system isn't broken, it's operating exactly as it was designed, to keep the majority dependent, to shape decisions, and to ensure stability for those in power, while the rest navigate a controlled illusion of freedom. Understanding this is the first step toward liberation. Once you see the design, the patterns, and the mechanisms, you no longer accept the system at face value. You begin to see the choices, the traps, and the invisible levers that influence everything from your savings to your lifestyle. Because the truth is uncomfortable, the system was designed for dependency, but knowledge is the key to independence. Awareness is the first act of freedom. The tools of dependency are everywhere, and most people don't even recognize them. Debt is the most obvious. Every loan, credit card, or mortgage comes with conditions that ensure repayment, often with interest rates that outpace wage growth. Debt isn't just borrowing, it's a subtle form of control. Those in power know that indebted individuals are predictable, constrained, and dependent on the system for survival. But it goes deeper. Currency itself is a tool of influence. Governments and central banks control supply, manipulate value, and determine purchasing power. Inflation quietly erodes savings while stimulating certain markets, reinforcing patterns that benefit asset holders. The ordinary person sees rising prices, tighter budgets, and slower growth, while wealth concentrates in the hands of those who understand the system. Even employment is a mechanism of dependency. People trade their time, energy, and creativity for wages that rarely keep up with rising costs. The illusion of freedom exists, but true independence requires resources, knowledge, and access that most are systematically denied. The money system isn't just about transactions, it's about shaping behavior, expectations, and reliance. Policies, bailouts, and incentives reinforce these patterns. Those who control the system ensure that dependency remains profitable for them. Scarcity, opportunity, and risk are engineered in ways that maintain balance in their favor. And while most accept the status quo is natural, history shows that this design has been deliberate for centuries. The final truth is simple yet profound. The modern money system was not designed to empower everyone. It was designed to create a predictable hierarchy where the majority remain dependent while a select few maintain control. Understanding this is the first step toward challenging it, navigating it intelligently, and seeking independence where possible. Section 3. The system also thrives on perception. Most people believe financial scarcity is natural, that opportunity is limited, and that wealth must be earned purely through luck or extraordinary effort. But these beliefs are cultivated. Education, media, and cultural norms subtly reinforce dependency, encouraging compliance with rules designed to keep the majority constrained while protecting the positions of those in power. Even innovation is often controlled. Funding flows to projects that reinforce existing structures or consolidate influence, while independent initiatives face barriers. The very design of finance, credit, and investment channels funnels resources toward outcomes that maintain control. In this way, dependency becomes self-perpetuating. People participate willingly, not knowing that the system was designed to shape their choices and limit alternatives. Every paycheck, every bill, every interest payment is a reminder of this subtle but persistent design. The illusion of freedom masks reliance. People work, save, and invest, yet the majority remain tied to the system that dictates their options. Scarcity feels real, yet abundance exists, if only you know where to look and how to access it. But there is hope. Awareness changes the game. Once you see the mechanisms, you no longer accept the rules blindly. You begin to make choices informed by knowledge rather than habit. You understand that independence is not about rejecting the system entirely. It's about navigating it with clarity, foresight, and strategy. Because the final lesson of this system is this: dependency is deliberate, but insight and action are the keys to breaking free. Knowledge transforms perception, reshapes opportunity, and allows you to reclaim agency in a world designed to limit it. Section 4. Dependency is reinforced by systems that seem neutral, even helpful. Social programs, banking services, and government assistance often appear as lifelines, but they also subtly condition reliance. People learn to wait for approval, follow procedures, and adjust behavior to fit within established frameworks. Over time, this shapes decisions, limits risk-taking, and channels lives into predictable patterns, all aligned with the incentives of the system. Technology has amplified this effect. Digital transactions, automated banking, and online credit platforms make it easier to track, control, and influence behavior at scale. Every purchase, every loan application, and every investment decision leaves a digital footprint, contributing to an invisible map of dependence. Those who understand the system can anticipate behavior, influence outcomes, and maintain control without overt force. Even wealth accumulation is shaped. Access to investment opportunities, insider knowledge, and preferential treatment ensures that some grow faster than others. For the majority, slow wage growth, rising costs, and limited financial education reinforce the constraints of dependency. The system doesn't crash, it evolves, adapts, and maintains balance, making it appear natural while serving the interests of the few. And yet, the more visible these patterns become, the more people begin to question them. Awareness is spreading, slowly but steadily. When ordinary citizens recognize the invisible structures shaping their lives, they begin to challenge assumptions, seek alternatives, and reclaim agency. That is why understanding the design of the money system is critical. It reveals not just the rules, but the opportunities to act within, around, or beyond them. Because the truth is subtle, dependency is engineered, but knowledge is power. The more you see, the less control the system has over your choices.